So I've actually made a video, and if you guys have been watching the hidden connection series that I've been doing, illegal connections, secret connections, whatever you want to call them, then you know that I found a connection for this piece right here, the Rahkshi spine, that does not rely on the Rahkshi back cover. And it's even better too, because it actually relies on pieces that were out during this era, meaning that if you wanted to build with only classic pieces or pre-2003 pieces, whatever you want to consider it, you can. So in the previous video, I showcased how this piece right here could connect to this via just slotting it in. Literally, these open axle connections, the way that axle is set up, allows for the little plastic nubs on the inside to fit in the channels of this spine piece here. So it's a very secure connection, and it gives you access to two axle points at the front here, plus a half pin, though it is worth noting that this piece is slightly thicker than one module. So there are some limitations, but it's a very useful piece. Very common piece, comes in about 1 billion different colors. Really useful connection, all things considered. But maybe you don't have access to this piece. Maybe you're building with Gali Mata and Gurak, I guess, for some reason, right? I found another connection, and it's another classic piece. It is the Mata foot. I don't know how I found this, to be honest. I found it literally last night, and like all of my memory of finding this connection is completely wiped. Because as soon as I found the connection, all of my attention shifted to this. I was building a Vizrak. For some reason, I picked up one of these and just like was playing with it with this. And it works. So let me show you why. If you look at the front of the Toamata foot, you'll see that there's a notch cut into the toe that's a little bit narrower than the hollow space beneath it. Well, that notch is the exact same width of the bottom of this spine here, which is honestly incredible, but it's even better because that notch continues all the way to the back uninterrupted. There are, in fact, 4 different points along the bottom of the foot that have a notch of that width, meaning that I can take this piece and slot it in, say, like this, for example, and it just holds. Like, that's incredible, you know? And what's even better, like it feels like it's not a coincidence. It absolutely is, but it feels like it's not, is that the length from this point where that bottom sort of beam starts to the point at the very end is the exact same distance from the back notch to the front notch. It's so incredible. It means literally you can connect this from the front to the back and it's going to be the exact right size. Like, how incredible is that? It's so simple. It's so satisfying. And because you get those 4 connections in there, you could technically connect 2 of these end by end. It's not really something I would consider doing, I don't think, because this isn't as secure a connection as this. This one physically locks it in place. You can only remove it the way you put it in, right? Sliding it in place and sliding it back out. You can't really pull against it, or I guess you'd break the piece if you did try to do that, right? Because you'd actually damage the plastic. But by just sliding it out, both pieces remain undamaged, untouched. It's honestly incredible. In this case here, because it is a friction fit, there's no mechanical lock on the pieces, meaning that yes, you can pull the piece out. But since this is a detail piece, since this is a finishing piece rather, you would be able to use it as, well, detail, right? You could just slap this on via a ball joint. You could use it as the end of arms on a character, whatever you want. Or you could use it for what I decided to go ahead and make. A big old Halloween decoration, a big old mace. Look at this, a 6-sided mace out of just 6 of these, what, Vorok or whatever his name is, spine pieces. And I think what's even better about this too is that although this right here is a weapon, it's kind of heavy, obviously, you can flip this over and now it could be a Suva. Maybe it's a Rahkshi Suva. Maybe they have their own. I don't know why. You can make up your own story here, right? But you could change the name. Yep. You could change the color of each of the 6 of these feet pieces to match the color of their corresponding Rahkshi. So you could have one of all 6 colors, blue, green, white, red, black, brown, if you want to, and their respective spines. Or you could do something kind of like this, have black feet, all black spine pieces, and then have it as a display for the 6 black krata or something, right? So I think that that's a really fantastic way to use these parts. It's just a way to do it, right? You could obviously do much, much more than this, but the fact that that is just a possibility there using those pulley tire pieces, whatever they're called, is incredible. And it's such a simple concept, and I love it so much. So I don't know, maybe you can expect to see this on a build of mine in the future. I'm really happy to have found it. I'm happy that I found 2 different connections, because I don't know anybody else that has found a connection for this piece, and here I am just like, oh well, I found 200% of the community is fines for this. I'm joking, of course, but I'm really happy about this, and the fact that I've been able to find a secret connection involving this piece to keep it from flopping around. It's also baffling to me. Yeah. So that's pretty much it for this video. If you do watch the previous video where I talk about this piece, I do showcase the connection that I found with this one, so you could check that one out as well. Maybe I'll link it to the end of this video, who knows. But suffice to say, it's in the playlist with my secret connections, so you can check it out there. And if you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, because it does help the channel out. I do plan on trying to put out a video covering the new dream sets that are coming out today, hopefully, but we are going to have storms later, so we'll see if that comes out today or tomorrow. That said, though, it's also Friday, so fun Friday, right? You could check out the comments below. Let me know your thoughts on this assembly, what you would use it for, or if you don't think that this one's super useful for you, are there any hidden connections that you might have found that you would like to share? You can do so down in the comments below. But you can also check out the Discord, which is linked down in the description, and share your pictures or whatever there. Join 574 other people and have fun. See all the Rahkshi. And of course, you can also check out the Instagram and Patreon, both of which are linked down in the description below, both of which help the channel out greatly. And that's basically it. All right. Take care, guys.